everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
We're going to be watching something different today.
Oh, wow.
It's called Barry Lyndon.
Barry Lyndon.
What does that even mean, guys? None of us know. We're
It's about a guy
completely
named
blind
Barry.
to this.
I was going to say.
A guy named Barry,
it's a
maybe
guy's
last name
name.
Lyndon. So I do believe this is an older English film from 1975. We do know the name Stanley Kubrick's, of course, because we saw that name on The Shining.
Shining.
And The Shining was an amazing movie. It was also very different from anything we've seen. It was very suspenseful. I liked the writing in it and how eerie it was. Mm-hmm. And I love how that didn't have in-your-face score.
Yeah.
That was so great.
So
which is even...
suspenseful.
Yes. I think that's even better.
Also, I wanted to do a quick shout out to Monty Cristo. Thank you so much for your generous donation through our Patreon. Please check out in the description box below his Patreon. He does a lot of cool stories and he's going to be doing original films. So it's something you should definitely check out. It is a website that revolves around storytelling. The goal is to create feature-length films, but for now there is an original novel coming out with a new chapter every week, complete with an audiobook. I'm on chapter 4 of Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, which is enjoyable so far and full of suspense. There is also a slideshow that previews what Monty Cristo Productions is all about. You'll find short audio snippets that may contain a short story or clues to a mystery. Patrons, like myself, are allowed to have a short story tailor-made to their genre and preferences depending on the tier you belong to. Monty Cristo also has a list of completed scripts that will be filmed and released to patrons once he has enough supporters to reach financial goals for production. There is so much to offer here, from novels, storytelling discussions that explore tropes and roots of storytelling in a fun and educational way, like discussing villains and what makes them effective. I am donating to his Shahrazad tier, which gives me access to everything, and I love Wolf in Sheep's Clothing again. It's suspenseful. I'm on the 4th chapter. It is a very enjoyable read. Look at this artwork too. I love the detail in this. It's so cool. So please just take a moment and just check out his page. It's entertaining, it's different, and it is fun so far. So thanks again, Monty Cristo, for being a wonderful and supporting fan. All of you are amazing, and honestly, we couldn't do this without your support through subscribing through YouTube and through our Patreon. So that really is a big deal to us. So thank you all for being so caring and so loving to all of us. Like, it really is awesome. We are so lucky to have so many wonderful fans. We really are. Right. So thank you so much, guys, and I think we should get into this.
Strip poker.
Oh my goodness.
Was his cousin, Nora Brady.
My goodness.
If you find it.
Oh, hello. Those advances are pretty bold, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Good heavens, Captain Quinn, he is but a boy and don't signify any more than my parrot or lapdog.
Oh my.
I've had enough of Miss Brady here and your Irish ways.
It's called
It
love.
wasn't his fault, though. It was her. Like, it's
Yes.
her doing.
Right, was,
And how he's just staring at him. Like, it's not his fault. She did that.
that's right.
Here's the Captain and Mrs. John Quinn.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So it's like a wedding dinner.
Wow.
My toast to you, Captain John.
He's going to throw it on? Oh, I had a feeling he was. Oh.
Can you imagine just calmly doing that? Like,
Yeah.
knowing the
woman,
outcome 50-50?
you know?
Oh, jeez.
Look at his eyes.
He's just so angry.
He's so... I think he's scared to
I'm going to say, it
less.
looks like he's scared. Yeah.
Ooh, he's more determined. Look at how
Oh, God.
determined he is. Oh, he got him first.
Oh.
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 I feel bad for him, though, because
I could tell he was really nervous.
it wasn't
about
his
it.
fault. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's just feeding him information. That's funny.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. It's so crazy they let this happen just to get it out, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh,
He's a good
geez.
fighter, though.
How?
Yeah.
Wow, he didn't go down once. It's like, that was easy.
Oh, my gosh.
And they just have to keep
They
going.
just
Look
keep
how they
going.
like change ranks here. They're filling it up again.
By me.
Oh,
Oh, no. No. Oh.
It's like,
So there's like no point to this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like suicide. I mean,
oh my God, he's lifting him?
Wait, what the heck? Oh.
But we'll never meet again.
Oh, it's so sad. Oh.
Yeah.
But is he considered abandoning his people? Like,
Yeah, you think so.
Here was the opportunity to escape from the army for which he had been searching.
that's a huge risk. Smart taking the clothes though.
May I ask whether you're carrying your identity papers?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
But hey, he's thorough.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
To see them. I'd be very honored if you'd allow me to offer you a meal and bed for the night.
Hopefully it works out in his
Boy,
favor.
just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
He
had
doesn't
one
travel
meal
too
and-
fast.
My
Yeah.
goodness. Was he... Oh,
Dieser Mann ist unter Arrest.
Under arrest.
and the rest.
You're a deserter.
Wow.
I
Boy.
suspected you this morning, and your lies and folly have confirmed this to me.
The
Yeah.
gauntlet was the most common penalty
Oh.
for minor offences.
Minor. That's minor.
Serious ones
If he doesn't fall into that.
by mutilation.
Ooh.
Ah.
Mutilation. Boom.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a
right on,
heavy
yeah.
beam too. Oh, he's gone. Don't hit his head.
Whoops.
Right.
Very careful.
After all that.
Oh, he's a cheater.
But woe to the man who did not pay when the note became due.
You think with all this money, he just pay him, you know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh God, just how skinny those things are. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't see it. Ooh.
Ooh. He got him.
The cripple wheeled about in a chair,
Wow, she's married to him.
worn out by gout and a myriad of diseases.
I'm waiting.
Oh, my goodness.
Here he is.
Oh, my gosh. Those...
I totally thought he was gonna grab her boob for a second.
Oh, my God, no.
He's like, wow, he's going right in.
Oh.
He can read her. She's lonely.
Don't blow it in her
Oh, you're
face. That is
kidding me?
not cool.
That is not cool.
Lady
Oh,
Lyndon
my
Really?
gosh,
Different times. She's so depressed.
I feel bad for her. Goodness.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Good with the baby there.
Jeez.
Then look over. She forgives him that easily without even saying anything.
Yeah.
Different times, different times.
Give your father a proper kiss.
Uh-oh.
Is that the way to behave to your father?
I have not forgotten any father's love.
Oh.
Spanking.
Oh, my goodness.
Is it whipping?
Come
Oh, that's
on,
painful.
That's
Jeez.
horrible.
The poor kid, though. I know he disrespected him, but...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but you know what? He did terrible things to his mom.
That's right, he did.
Wow, he's just spending money like crazy.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
wants to be okay later.
Yeah.
I think he better like land in a home in Ireland, so if anything did happen, at least he can go back home.
Oh, my
Oh!
goodness. Oh, no.
Don't hurt the
no.
little boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God! Still doing it. He's probably been doing it all this time.
Can you, if you lay hands on me ever again?
Oh,
That poor
jeez.
kid.
Yeah.
That's such a
I
bad
feel so
childhood. It's so depressing, even her. I feel so bad for her as well. Like, she's so
me too,
numb
yeah.
and not in control at all of her own life.
Yeah.
Oh,
No shoes?
Oh,
oh, he took his
Yeah.
shoes.
His brutal and ungentlemanlike behavior. His open infidelity.
You're gonna be in
his
trouble.
shameless
He's
robberies
gonna
and swindling
freak
of
out.
private property.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Ooh.
Son of a gun.
Boy.
I would move the kid and I would totally jump on that. Like, don't you dare attack my son like that.
Oh, my God.
Animal touched and reared and before that was so.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Look at his head. His big gash.
The doctors were called. But what does a doctor avail in a contest with the grim, invincible enemy?
Well, that's awful.
That's, yeah.
If I die, will I go to heaven?
Oh, he's just so calm about it, asking these questions.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's so mature.
Let's love each other.
Oh, what a good
So
boy.
that we may meet again. Heaven.
Oh, jeez.
Her ladyship made an attempt to kill herself.
Oh, she's killed.
Poison.
Oh,
Poison.
my
no, this
goodness.
is so
She
bad.
was making herself dangerously ill.
Oh my God.
I hope he doesn't, say he wants to duel. He must know about his brother, his half-brother.
Oh, I
Mhm,
think
I'm sure.
He should have.
It is his.
He gets the first shot.
And Lord Bullingdon will have the first fight.
He's too nervous. Lyndon
I
looks
feel
very
like
calm.
he's gonna die, the son.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna do it wrong. He's gonna shoot it.
Holy
He
crap.
Oh
did.
my God.
Does that count?
That doesn't count, does it? It does.
That counts as your.
Oh, come on. This is life and death
Oh,
now. Come on.
This one.
Are you ready to receive?
No.
No.
Oh, it's just this
Oh, the poor kid. He had such a bad life. He was gonna die. I hope he's
lot.
forfeit.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, he's going the other way.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Backfire.
She's so excited.
Who knows if he gets badly infected? He's gonna
Yeah.
push it out. What's he doing?
Oh my God, sweet.
Pop it like a pimple.
God, that's what you say. Like no gloves. I know.
I'm very sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Lyndon.
Like,
I'm afraid you'll have to lose the leg.
I thought
Oh my
so.
God.
I thought so.
He took the annuity and returned to Ireland with his mother.
I wonder how they did that
Yeah, I wonder how that.
back then.
Yeah,
Sometime later,
Back together.
yeah, that's right.
They needed that though. They
yes,
really
they
did.
sure did.
He's like, look at that one, Mom. He's his
Yeah.
glance. Whoa.
Listen to this part here. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
right.
A little bit. Yes, it did.
They did.
You're all equal now. I love the font.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything's so elegant.
yes, it is. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. Wow.
Wow.
That was good.
That was good, yeah.
That was good. Finally.
The music,
good,
man, it
yes.
keeps pulling me
Oh my
along.
God, it does. Wow.
Wow. That was.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. I'm glad he was out. I mean, he did some dreadful things to that family.
He sure
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
First to her, and then her money.
Yeah. That was really
Yes.
good. It was well told. I did like the story. It was a lot more depressing than I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be. But not everything is going to be straightforward. Like, I always love a happy ending. I'm happy
Well,
they
it's
kind
happy
of
for
found
Bullingdon.
Yeah.
something at the end. Like, not really, like he had to leave, but I'm happy for the wife and the
Yeah,
stepson
son,
because, like, they had such a horrible life with him. Like,
Oh,
that really
they
sucked
sure
for them.
did,
And
yeah.
I know it's the time, too. The era was just so different.
Yeah.
And how she had no freedom, like she just had to do what she had to do, and he made all these choices for her and said, oh, she's just a mom, she
Yeah.
can stay at
She's-
home and I can take over all these duties, and just ruining her fortune, spending
Right.
everything and
And
cheating
had
on her.
mistresses.
That's
A
right.
lot.
of
And for him
mistresses.
to be so jealous in the
Yeah.
beginning, I know they were saying the
That's
Irish
right.
ways, and they have, different ways about things and sleeping with other people, and I don't know. The way that Redmond was, like, so jealous over Nora in the beginning
Oh, yeah.
of her
That's
having
right.
affections for this other guy that she first denied and then did like, and,
He
not
truly
learning
loved
from
her,
that. Yeah,
though.
he did
He
truly
did,
love her.
Truly
Yeah.
loved his cousin.
And she messed with him, too,
That's
so maybe
right,
he
yeah.
learned from that. I don't know.
And she finally, married Quinn too. So
That was
I'm not
crazy
saying
because
she was
I felt
shot-
bad
was
for
shot
him.
and he was killed, but
Because, again, there was a few things I didn't agree with what Redmond did, and when he got mad and killed Quinn over the duel, which was honorable, I guess, at the, they did that a lot in this, but to do that, on his wedding, and I don't know if it was his wedding day or they just got married and had a dinner to
it was
celebrate
an
or something,
announcement.
right?
I think it was an announcement.
Just an announcement. They said marriage.
like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think they were married because then
They were
later
going-
on
I think
they got
he
married.
was
Yeah,
promised
that's
Yeah.
right.
to
but you
give
just
the
kill
family.
him like that, and like, oh, okay, well, that's done, and
And for the family
But
to
lies.
lie behind Redmond's back.
I'm kind of
They
glad they
wanted
did.
that
Like,
money.
it sucks. I feel bad for him. That whole way that it went down just sucked. And it was her fault. Like, Nora was, like, leading on two
that's
guys
right.
and then denied him. And, again, cultures are different and countries are different with the whole cousin
Yeah.
thing. But I know here it's looked down upon, like, or
And this
it's
was
frowned
hundreds of
upon.
years ago,
Yeah.
and
It's
she
different.
kept calling him a boy.
That's
and he's
right.
a man.
Even in this movie, it seemed like they were kind of judging that, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, well, your cousin, and maybe not. I probably read that
Yeah.
wrong, but
No.
for her to lead two guys on and then just to be like, oh, and kind of like push him away, like, we're just cousins, it's fine.
But it was
And I-
already planned, though, that Quinn wasn't killed.
No, I know, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So they knew that.
That was smart to do that on their part too, because they wanted to keep the money because
They
the
wanted the
family needed
satisfaction
money.
of the money, and
1500, yeah.
if they make, women go away, then everything is going
That's
to be
right. Yeah,
great.
that's
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets robbed. I felt bad for him through his
Yes.
troubles, going through getting robbed,
went
and then
through-
going to the English army, and then going to the Prussian army,
Yeah.
and then meeting up with that, through the police, with
Yeah.
that guy that was also an Englishman.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were
Yeah.
great. I liked that sequence of those two pairing and
Mm-hmm.
getting
Oh, yeah.
money from different lords, and they
Yeah.
owed them money, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening
There's
in this,
so- there's
and
so
he
much,
met up with so many people. He was lucky being a deserter that he got off easy. I mean, he had a choice, but like I
He was lucky to have a
not killed,
choice.
just
That's
arrested, and I'm glad that he was figured out. Nowadays, like technology really.
like what
We
do you
can
mean?
notice
You
things
don't-
right away. We can identify things right away. And in this, like, you have a piece of paper, you steal it off someone. It's like that easy to like take
Right,
over someone
yeah.
else's
Yeah.
identity.
Who do you have, important papers for?
But apparently here he
He's dead
got
for 10
news of
months.
it. Yeah, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
did question him and everything,
Oh,
and
yeah.
found him out.
Oh,
But
my gosh.
yeah, and I was kind of hoping that he would have a better life, like meeting someone that he really cared about, Redmond, and it seemed like he did. And I was like, oh, good. So he's actually going up and being successful, and it's all good for him. It's a positive thing. And it really just got so dreadful, and he started making all these bad choices and just a spiral down, like, holy crap.
right.
And his poor wife, again, I really thought she was
I
going to
thought-
kill herself early, and then she did try. But and the
Yeah.
stepson, like, his life was, I
I felt
think, the
so
worst.
bad for him.
I did too.
He
I
was
just
the
thought,
first and foremost
poor
person.
kid.
He
I
was
felt
spiteful,
for.
but his mom was not happy with him. He was spending their family's money, and
He's
he beat-
looking on the outside
That's
in,
right.
and he sees how he's treating his mom and then the money.
And I
But
know,
he never
again,
treated him
respect.
fairly.
That's right.
Like being out in like high class society, you have to have certain expectations, and you have to really present yourself very professionally and elegantly. And it's just, I don't know.
But you know what? If you don't have that behind closed doors, how can a little 8-year-old present that
Oh,
out in
yeah.
public?
That's right.
All their servants are out there, all their people that work for them.
Yeah, and
I
it's
mean,
just
they
it's
know.
expected of you, and I know it's.
Definitely.
It just seems like they are so well educated at a young age, and you have to be so proper. And but for a little boy, yes, like nowadays, I'm like, holy crap, that's like so hard on him. Like,
He
kids
got
get off
whipped
a lot
every single
easier
second.
now.
But he did discipline him as 6 whips, every time, whether it was when he was
With a
8 or
freaking
when he was
stick.
18
Like,
or
how
however old he
That's right.
was.
Yeah, I mean, how much does that really hurt? And for him to take it as a kid, like, he was a very tough kid to be able to just
Yeah.
hold it in and not scream. And when he was an adult, he was very emotional, but, like, he's been doing this all his life.
Yeah.
Like, he's just been getting beaten by this guy that he's so hateful. And when he shot him, too, like, you can just see the joy in his face.
Yeah,
like,
he was like,
just
"Ah."
he almost started
yeah.
crying, it looked like, because he was just so happy that he
Sounds
finally
funny,
got
yeah.
his revenge. He didn't kill him, but he freaking lost a leg over it.
That's right.
But I do give props to Barry there, where he actually turned his gun away and
That's
shot
right.
away
I
to give
thought
him
maybe
another
he'd fire
chance.
someplace else.
And I kind of thought that
Yeah.
the stepson would just back off and be like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
satisfied. But he just had so much hate. He had to do
had to,
something. He had to
yes, he
maim him
did.
or kill him,
Oh, sure.
But I do like Barry, but I really just didn't like where he went. And again, same director as The Shining. a really good movie as well.
Yeah.
I could see a lot of his style, of course, in this.
Oh, definitely.
And
Yes.
I didn't know if it was going to go down like a similar spiral.
Like
spiral.
with the whole
Yeah.
scene and then
Yeah.
closing in and
Yeah.
Slow.
The scenes took so long.
Yeah.
They were well shot, but they were so long. The camera would just not move, and we were just focusing on these characters.
right.
Just the stares and the zooms, and
Exactly.
but it really does make you feel and absorb what's
Yeah.
going on.
Exactly.
Definitely.
What the characters are feeling without even saying anything.
Hmm. And the music, I think, is what really makes you move along with it. With the
That's right.
scenes being so long, and the emotion of the
Yeah.
music is just really in that moment.
And the big rooms, there's very little furniture in there and things, you know, and they scope everything out. It's very slow.
I know, like we put a lot of detail in this
Yeah.
room, so you gotta like really absorb all of it. But it's true, like the Victorian style, like it's absolutely beautiful, and the sculptures that they have out there, and the huge pictures and paintings.
Well,
like
he spent all that money. Like some of those paintings were like 20 times as much money as they were supposed to be. I mean,
That's
he
right.
really
Yeah.
spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
That he shouldn't
yeah,
have.
and I really thought he was doing that to have some of that
he
money.
wanted to become a lord.
Yeah.
The
That's
lordship.
right,
So
yeah.
I was like, why don't you just buy property somewhere
That's
else?
right.
And
I
then
think they
Yeah.
mentioned
have
that he
something.
bought
Yeah.
land. They didn't specify, I don't think, but they did mention he bought land in that narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because I
where?
think he was buying land to like bribe,
They did
Them
mention that.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
have him become a lord. Because once he had a title, then he would get money. Even if she
yeah.
did die,
Yeah.
he would have some kind of
Yeah.
money, a pension, some kind of whatever.
I know, because I thought it was better to do it that way. Then I'm like, no, he's really just
I'm
ruining
like,
the
why
Yeah.
are you
family
spending money
business.
on that? Put somebody, give it to mom and send her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, his mom like really had good intentions for him. Like she
did.
really did love him. She really wanted the best for him. I just hated how they took control over that family and just like screwed over
That's
everybody
right.
else. And
Yeah.
And
the
poor
Reverend was
priest.
awesome. Yeah,
Yes,
he
the
was
Reverend.
great.
Yes,
Oh,
he
the
was
Reverend,
very,
he was
so loyal, and the
faithful. He was-
accountant, he was so loyal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, I like
Well,
them a
good for
lot. And
them,
I'm glad that
yeah.
they kind of stood their ground. Then with what happened with the wife, like when she kind of when she poisoned herself,
Oh my God.
like it was a turning point to have them stay. But
Yeah.
But how sad is it for you to go from the lowest to the highest level and then get paid to get out of the country?
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
your
that's-
son dies, like everything just falls apart in your life.
That's
Like
That's right.
your wife is like so depressed. She's numb the entire time. You hardly see any
Yeah.
emotion from her at all because she's accepted her life and she hates it. She doesn't enjoy it. The stepson hates him. He loses his leg and loses everything and then has to go
Exactly,
back.
and
yeah.
he had uneven love for the boys. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
this is natural, but it shouldn't be like that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, sure.
it was.
That poor kid. I really didn't
yeah.
think he was going to die. His actual son, like when he found the
Yeah.
horse, I thought he might get injured. And when he did, I was like, I didn't
My
think it was
God.
going to be bad.
Right, I thought he was just going to be paralyzed, and you know,
I thought he was going to get caught before he rode the horse, and then he was going to get in trouble, and Revan was going to show actual anger towards his son, and then like maybe get rid of the horse. I didn't think the son was going to actually die there, but that was a major turning point for him.
I thought he was going to say, "Oh, I know about the horse," and then Redmond couldn't pay for the horse,
Oh,
Oh, that's
and
right.
that's why he was like a little standoffish, like, "What are you talking about?" Well, I found out from so and so that it was at the farm getting broken into. And,
Yeah,
and I
and
was
even
like,
with the
oh,
$80
then when
or
he
the
said,
80.
you promised don't go there until Tuesday.
mm,
And then I'm like, oh, okay, he could afford it. But
yeah. Again,
so
with
the curiosity of a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And with the long shots again, and us just looking at their expressions, and they're so subtle, like it kind of gives you room to really predict or try to guess what's going to happen, even though we were wrong half the time. But still, like it was kind of neat to like actually sit there and ponder, like, okay, what's this about? What's going to happen? And with him meeting his wife for the first time, and how you just saw their looks across the table, and it was well done, but it was kind of funny at the same time because sometimes you were just sitting on that for so long that I'm like, okay,
Exactly. I thought Barry's partner, whatever his name is, Bear or I forget his name.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say, "Come on, you're supposed to be working with me to get this card game going," But he was just staring into her too.
I know, because that seemed more positive too. I know he confessed to him, and then he was a spy for a spy kind of thing. But so that was kind of positive, even though he was cheating, and so I like that part of the story. I like the beginning I mean, not the way beginning, because now, like, it started to repeat itself again, because it's an older movie.
right.
We have an old DVD right now. It just automatically plays. So now we're back to the first duel with how his father died. And we saw so many duels in this. Like, I don't know how people
that
can
was
do
the
that.
thing.
I know it's the
And
thing.
And the mom had to go through 2 of them. One with her husband who
Oh, yeah.
failed, and he almost failed. So, I mean,
Yeah,
she
like
almost had
twice
to bury
with him.
her husband and her son with a duel.
Yeah,
because of
and
the-
her son twice in a duel.
Yes,
just
right.
crazy, yeah.
Right, my God.
So it's just the way they filmed it too, where she was like, oh, and we're seeing the time after where she has flowers and they're walking away after her husband died. But I'm like, I'd be like so devastated. But at that point, it's kind of like, oh, it's what happens around here. You know, you just kind of accept it and move on kind of thing. But I'm like, that's so sad. So we're going to have to cut this review short just because we knew it was going to be a long movie, but it took a lot longer for us to watch than expected. And it was like a 4.5 hour window now that we've been watching this with breaks and everything. So really liked it. The cinematography is absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous. I love the landscapes that they were showing.
It was really beautiful.
A very different style, again, just like The Shining, how they just had the long takes and just sitting on 2 people the whole time. Like, that was very different.
Right,
And
and just really focusing on the characters' expressions.
when he first deserted, like, and he went and he met that woman who fed him, and how they
my
just got
goodness,
together right away,
They're
just
both
because they were both
lonesome.
lonely, and her husband's been at war forever, and just how nonchalant the narrator was, like, oh, well, you know, how you have to go on to the next person. And
Right, and when you have, closeness with a soldier, don't get used to it. You're going to have a broken heart.
It's a sad movie.
Yeah.
It was.
It was very different from anything we've ever seen. It was sad. It had a lot of good parts. Like, the storytelling was really great in this. I really did enjoy that part, but it was just really sad, seeing where he went. But he survived at the end. He ended up going back to his
Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
Started off with Ireland and went back to Ireland at the end. So.
And Kim was the first to recognize that guy as being
He was
from The Shining.
you
Yeah.
know?
Then I said,
Only
wow,
'cause we
here
just
it
saw
was.
it.
Is that
So-
Grady?
Yeah, yes.
That was Grady, right?
The butler.
Yeah,
I think it was, yeah.
Yes.
Because right when you said that, like, again, you're better with faces than me, and
nose.
I'm like,
Yes.
oh. I do mess up on faces sometimes. I can't help it. Like, I just assume.
Which is
and
cool
I think-
because it's with Stanley being the producer, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So please leave in the comments what you guys think of this movie. I'm very curious on what you have to say. It's a 1975 movie, so this is like the oldest movie I think we've seen on the channel, right?
44,
I think
yeah.
so.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always.
Bye.
Bye guys!